Welcome to Sidekicks with Heather Goodenkoff and Lolo, where we chat with your favorite authors and their pets. And today I'm so excited. We welcome Erika Swyler, best-selling author of the critically acclaimed novels, Light from Other Stars and The Book of Speculation. And she's here today with a very special sidekick. Will you tell us about your bunny there?
Yes. So, hi, this is Widget, and he's here in his cuddle cup so that he won't maul the camera because though he looks very chill right now, he likes to attack things. His
Oh,
favorite pastime is destroying almost everything.
well, I'm a
So,
little surprised too. Lolo must not have noticed him yet because one of her favorite things to do is to chase wildlife. So
yes.
good thing he's
Well, he's a bit of a cream pup, so he wouldn't even know what to do, but
yeah. Oh, so cute. How did Widget come into your life?
so Widget came into my life. I had my very first bunny had passed away after a little bit of a bout with cancer, and I was grieving quite a lot. And then my mom called me up and said, "Oh, you know where we got Biscuit from? Well, they have new bunnies, and you have to come out." So I went out, and there was a whole litter of bunnies, and um, it takes a minute to really bond with a bunny, and he let me pick him up right away and was very, very calm. And he actually let me check his teeth,
Oh, wow.
which is like unheard of because rabbits generally have a lot of problems with their teeth, especially dwarf mixes like Widget is. So he just chilled out and let me actually check his teeth alignment. And I was like, okay, we are a personality match. You're a very chill little bunny. So then he came home with me, and he's been with me for about I want to say 8.5 years now. So he's getting up there. He's a senior bun, which is probably why he's mauling a little less today, and also all of the treats I gave him. So many treats.
Well, it was meant to be that he came into your life. Now, did you have pets growing up, or did you have rabbits growing up?
I did. I had, well, growing up, we had lots of parakeets, which
Same.
they're little dictators. They're hilarious. I love them. And we had fish, but no furred friends until after I left college. My parents were sort of like, well, any pet that a kid has is really a pet that the parent has. So, and we were enough to take care of. So, yeah, we waited until I was, on my own to really have a little furry friend. So my graduation from college present was my very first bunny who I'd been wanting since I was like 2. So
Okay, so that's why you chose the bunny. It's just something that you've always.
always wanted, always.
So, what is Widget's favorite pastime? What does he like to do during the day?
Oh, he basically, I guess sometimes you call bunnies destructo buns, and that's a bit of what he is. So his playtime, he's a house rabbit, so he gets to run around a lot, and he has a cardboard castle that he hangs out in, and he really enjoys tearing that apart. And he has what we call chew logs, which are basically made of compressed Timothy hay. And his best friend, worst enemy is the chew log. So he will spend like hours just attacking it. He's on a mission with it. It's hilarious. But
So,
yes,
you're a writer. You spend a lot of time in your seat working on books and writing and articles and everything. How does Widget contribute to your creative life?
so I like to, my favorite, this actually does kind of connect because my favorite thing about books is when you realize that there's life off the page, there's a world just outside the story. And that's sort of what having a pet like Widget is. He has his complete and total own agenda. My vet likes to say that rabbits are like long-eared cats. They have their own day planned out and a thing to do. And, you'll see him running by off to do something. And it's like, it's very important priority to him. So it's sort of, he's a good reminder of, stuff going on outside, that things are much bigger than my world. And he's hilarious too. Like, there's just a lot of humor in the day. He has a little scam he does to try and get treats out of us. He will literally throw himself into my feet to be like, oh, you kicked me and now you have to give me a treat. Like, no, I didn't. I saw you run out and literally throw yourself at me. So,
See, he's
you know,
got a little bit of mischief in his eyes, so yeah,
oh, absolutely.
adorable.
He's
Um,
being very calm now. Good boy.
yeah, doing great. Did you have a favorite book of literature, or currently a book that features animals that you love that has stuck with you through the years or over time?
I'm a huge supporter of The Wind in the Willows. My
Oh,
parents read it to me when I was a kid, and my favorite animals in literature still are the water rat and the mole. They just have a really lovely friendship, and they have this personality that just kind of, it's a lot like Frog and Toad in that way. One speaks to almost everyone. I love the mole's shyness, and then Ratty's adventurousness, and they're just quite lovely. So I think those are two of the kindest little animals in literature.
yes, we have that book as well. And I remember reading it to my kids too. And I think I still have it on our shelf. Yeah, it's a keeper, definitely. What about dynamic duos from pop culture? Do you have any that?
Oh, yeah. Um, and this is, very much a sign of my age. Daria and Jane
Yeah,
from Daria, or again, those two personality types that sort of complement each other. And you don't really think of one without the other. And so that's, sort of these friendships that click together. I like to think about that and, my writing and whatnot. So
that's a good one. That's a good one. So, what are you reading right now? What's on your bedside table?
So let's see. I have my TBR stack is enormous, which is sort of,
Out of
yeah. I was
control.
going through. I said, oh no, I'm so far behind on everything. But I just finished Annalee Newis's Autonomous, which is sci-fi. I want to say it was from 2017, and it's really interesting because it's just a really good look at different types of AI and robots, and it's a really interesting future, especially with regard to gender roles. So that was interesting to me. And up next, which I'm starting today, is Sad Janet by Lucy Britch, and I'm really excited about it. It's apparently features a dog pretty heavily, and so I'm up for that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to check that one out too. That sounds fabulous. Yeah, I think yeah, I've got a stack pretty high as well, and trying to keep it under control, but enjoying every minute of it for sure.
It's a lot, so much reading. But,
So, what have you got for coming next for readers, or what are you working on now, and what's new?
so yeah, my last novel was Light from Other Stars, and that was, let's see, best way to describe that is a small town time stopping period piece space opera set in in 1986 and the far future about fathers and daughters, mothers and daughters, and altruism. So, my work is, I like to say it's hard to explain, but easy to get. And it was a lot of fun to write. And that was out from Bloomsbury, and it's out in paperback now. And right now I am working on a novel it features artificial intelligence a lot. And yeah, again, I'm just sort of looking at interesting, hopeful ways to look at the future, because I think we really need that right now. So I'm in my drafting phase, which is a little intense, but it's good.
You're right, we do need that with everything going on in the world, and things can look bleak, and we turn to literature to escape from that. And so I'm excited to see what you have coming next for us. And I have to ask about your beautiful mural behind you.
Oh yeah.
Did,
So it's that's a triptych that my mom made. So I live very close to the Long Island Sound.
yeah,
So a lot of the artwork around my house is beach associated. You kind of can't avoid it. And she made this triptych of a picnic on the beach. So it takes up almost my whole dining room wall, and I really love it.
it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow, wow. So if Widget could describe you in a short phrase or 3 words, what might he say?
Oh, frustrating pink blob. He's always, I'm generally disappointing him in some way, usually with not enough treats or with pets in the wrong place, or he's very fussy. He's being so chill now that it's like, you know,
Good to
clearly it doesn't look that way, but yeah, he's very much anything I put somewhere, he has to move it somewhere else. He has his things in the right place. So anytime I go and clean something up for him, he's very mad at me forever. If I pet him, I've done it the wrong way. Like, so yeah, frustrating pink blob is probably about it.
Oh, that's adorable. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much, Erika, for you being here and bringing Widget. It's our first rabbit, and hopefully not our last, but it's so much fun to be able to chat with you, and we'll be looking forward to reading your newest when it's ready for us. Thank you
Oh,
so much.
thank you. Thank you so much. This has been delightful.